Hey guys, Prakash here. How's it going? So I hope all are doing great. For everyone who's living in different time zones, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you all are having a great day. How's it going, guys? Right now, I'm streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So for whomever watching me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, any of these three platforms, you can join me and see me live. All right. So guys, how's it going? How's everything? All right. So as I previously mentioned, okay, so this particular stream, this particular live session is all about sales and marketing setup for service related businesses. Okay, so I know that most of you own service related businesses. Am I correct or wrong? Just for everyone who's watching me live, just comment below. Is that correct or wrong? Okay, how many of you are having or owning a service business? So because I got this request from yesterday's live session, someone commented on my particular live session saying like, hey, we need some tips on sales and marketing for service related business. That's the reason why I'm doing this live video today. All right. So guys, if you own a service related businesses, comment below. All right. So let's get started. Okay. All right, guys. So usually, service business owners have a different kind of mindset because if it's a physical product, these owners can directly promote the product by putting some posters or just having a salespeople in hand. They're gonna show the product, they're gonna show the merchandise, and that's pretty easy. All right. But for people who own a service related business, that would be a much difficult task just because service is not something one time. Okay, if someone is buying a t-shirt from you, that's one time. You don't have to offer any support for the t-shirt like washing conditions and all this stuff. But when it's a service related business, okay, so this thing is very different. Okay, when it comes to a service related business, if you're offering a service related to probably if you're AC, okay, if you are offering service related to air condition, okay, when your service is done, you had to offer them 1 month guarantee, something like, hey, if something happens in this 1 month, we're gonna offer you something for free. Okay, but it won't really happen in like product business until and unless you have a warranty in place because it usually depends upon your product quality, and warranty is something you need to offer. But there's no need for you to keep on reaching out to people asking about the condition and all this stuff. But with service, it's not a one time. You had to keep on contacting the customer or the client every other time, so that they're going to give you some complaints, they're going to give you some reviews, and they're going to ask you do this, do that, and that's a different task. Okay, so particularly in this session, in this particular live session, I'm going to take you through the best important marketing and sales setup for service related business. Okay, so guys, when it comes to service, as I mentioned, it's not a single thing. So even the marketing and the sales setup will be different from whatever we are doing. Okay, with the product businesses. All right. So if you have any questions, just keep commenting because that would really help me to engage with the community who is watching me right now. And I would really appreciate you commenting because that will make me understand that okay, you guys are really interacting with me on this live session, and that will also help me to do more and more sessions like these. All right, guys. So let's talk about marketing first. As of the same session yesterday, okay, we spoke about marketing because that's the second step in every for a success of any business. Okay, that means if you want to make your business succeed, you need to put marketing. Like this is the order: business setup, marketing, and sales. Okay, so let's get started with marketing. All right. So when it comes to marketing, okay, so assume that you're working, you own a cable business, you own a cable management business, or else you own a construction business, or probably you own a, see, I'm talking about hardware stuff right now, but yeah, you can even do this for cars business, car makeover, maybe car painting, car denting, or whatever it is. If your business is into service, okay, always shoot videos at the workplace. You got me right. Even though if yours is a web designing business, okay, while your developer is designing some website, just go ahead and shoot some video with your mobile phone. Okay, so that should usually happen while someone is doing the work. If you own a cable business, okay, if you lie if you work on line underground cables, okay, so if your labor is working, putting some underground cables, they were connecting the cables and stuff. Okay, just go ahead and shoot a video. Okay, just go ahead and shoot a video and put that on the internet. Okay, so that means why people need to do this is that people will understand the work process, the way you're doing work, the way you're putting in energy and effort to get the work done in a proper way. Okay, usually people do this. Okay, so that's the first step in doing your marketing. Always ensure that you take videos. Could take one video today, take another video today, or at least two to three videos a week. But ensure that you shoot videos in the workplace, so that will make people understand that you people are not just sitting idle, waiting for the clients coming in. The prospects will understand that you're already into the business, you're already doing the business just by by sharing the videos. Okay, they'll understand. Okay, these guys are not sitting idle. They're not really waiting for the client. They already had some set of clients in their hands, but yeah, they probably let's just hand over our company to them, or our website to them, or our cable management services to them. So that's how it usually works. All right, so that's the first step. Always shoot videos at your workplace. All right, so guys, any questions in this particular thing? Any questions? So now the second thing is visit industry events. Okay, usually what happens if you're in a web designing industry, or if you're in an internet industry, internet marketing industry, you'll be having some events coming in each and every week or every month or sometimes. Okay, so always try to visit such kind of events all the time. Okay, so this will ensure that okay, you are in touch with the market experts or the industry experts, and that will also make you understand. Okay, so this thing is okay, these guys are into this, and okay, let's connect with them and let's network with them. Okay, that's the main purpose, right? Because whenever you visit the industry events, of course you do talk with people who are already doing in the industry. You might talk to someone who would bring you a lot of prospects or leads. Okay, so you can showcase yourself. You can open a stall in an exhibition, something like that, in a networking event, and that will bring you a lot of coverage for your business. All right, so that should help you to bring new clients. So that means the second point is always visit industry and networking events. All right, so that's the second step. Okay, now the third step. Okay, always shoot DIY videos. Okay, so DIY videos is do it yourself videos. So let's assume that you own a fashion designing business, or else you own a probably a men's fashion or stitching business, or a painting business, or whatever it is. Okay, always make a DIY videos. That means whenever you're painting the wall, okay, not everyone wants to hire a painter to get some simple, a small portion painted. Okay, so whenever if you're able to do some DIY kind of videos, so never ever think that if you make DIY kind of videos, people will copy and they will that you won't receive the business. That's never gonna happen. You will receive business all the time whenever you shoot DIY stuff. You got me right? So always shoot DIY videos. Okay, so just keep that in mind, because not everyone will be interested. So if you're doing some marketing, if you do some marketing stuff, always tell people how to do that marketing. It's not that people don't reach out to you. People do reach out to you by understanding that okay, these guys know how to cover a specific part whenever the paint came out. Okay, these guys know how to repair a chair when it's getting a huge sound. Okay, or how to set up a kind of deck or else a music system in a car. Just do a DIY video, so people will understand. Okay, these guys know their stuff, and that is the reason why they were just explaining the same thing to us, and that's how it works. Got me right? So that's the thing. That's the third most important step, and the fourth step. Okay, always offer informational content. Okay, so informational content is something like this. If you own a painting business, okay, if you own a painting business, informational stuff look like this. Let people know what paint needs to be used, what is the exact quality needs to be used for your walls to protect from water. Okay, or what paint needs to be used whenever you want your wall to to be protected, or else whenever you put a mark, you put a different colored mark on your wall. So what paint is useful to rub that kind of mark, or else whenever your wall is full of pencil marks, just because your kid have drawn some pencil marks on the wall with a pencil or pen. Okay, so just do a video, just offer some informational content, something like, hey, how to remove these marks. Okay, use this kind of thinner or paint remover or something like that to remove the paint first, and do repaint the stuff, and just do it. All right. So by doing that, okay, by offering such informational content, people understand, okay, these guys know what needs to be done whenever we see a crisis. Okay, whenever if you're offering a service related to car paint, or car repair, or marketing, or something, whatever service it is. I'm only talking about service. Whatever service it is, if it's a cable management company, whenever a cable gets disconnected, let people know what needs to be there to connect a cable. Okay, let people know that they need to switch off the main MCB or whatever it is. Now, first shut down the servers, then connect the cable. Just offer some informational stuff. Got me right? So that's the fifth step. And yeah, any questions, guys, till this point? That's the fifth step. Okay, because always try to be informative, so your information will make people understand, okay, these guys have the authority. People will look at you like an authoritative person in the industry. All right. So that's the fourth important step. All right. So the fifth one is, obviously, you had to promote your recognitions, awards, or partnerships with people. All right. So that means whenever you're trying to promote a video, just say, hey, hey, this is Dancer, and we are partnered with Google for this particular thing. Or hey, we are this thing, we partnered with these people for this, we got this award, or we got this recognition just because we have done some great campaign for this company, and we've got this recognition. Just promote, because those were the credibility factors people mostly look for. Okay, so whenever people look for credibility stuff, stuff like this will really help you to keep your step much ahead than your competitors. You got me right? All right. So that's the fifth step. I'll be going through one by one. All right. So the first one is visit networking events. Sorry, the first one is do videos at your workplace, and the second one is visit networking or industry events, and third one is make some DIY kind of videos. Fourth one is always try to put some informational content on the internet, and fifth one is always promote your recognitions and awards and partnerships with people. All right, guys. So any questions till this point? So if you have any questions, I'll be giving 1 minute for whatever questions you have. So you can just ask any of your questions you have. All right. So I'll be waiting for 1 minute. All right, guys. So let's get started with the very next step. Okay, which is sales. Sales setup for your business, for your service-based business. All right. So great. So now I hope you guys are very clear with marketing because I haven't received any comment, and probably I'm believing that you have no questions with the marketing. Let me quickly see if anyone has commented related to marketing. Yeah, guys. Yeah, there were no comments. That's perfect. And let's move on to the very next step, which is sales process ideas. Okay, for your service related business. All right. So, guys, when it comes to sales, okay, as you know, as I mentioned in the yesterday's session, sales is as important as marketing. So that means whenever you start seeing people coming in just because of your marketing efforts, you had to be there to let them buy your product, to let them opt your service. All right. So that is where sales plays an important role. So usually in most of the service businesses, probably if it's a multi-person or single person business. If it's a single person business, usually the business owner is the salesperson. Okay, but if it's a multi-person business, okay, so they'll be having some sales team in place who are going to take care of the sales and stuff. But whatever it is, sales is one of the like is also the most important thing. Okay, for people to for businesses to survive, for services businesses to survive. All right. So if that is the case, you need to have a proper sales process. Sales is not something you can just do it directly. Okay, so sales is something you need to have in place, and that should bring you results. All right, that should really bring you results, not just not just for namesake. That should bring you results, and that is where sales play a major role. So I'm going to give you some top 5 tips to improve your sales or set up your sales process for your service business. All right, so first and foremost step is try to automate your sales process by having a free quote form. Okay, so let me explain you this. What is a free quote form? I'm not sure if you have ever visited a website. Okay, so usually websites do have these kind of free quote forms. Like whenever a person visits a website, they're gonna get something like get your free quote, something like this. Okay, get your free quote, or probably get your free quote for your business, or get a free quotation, or whatever it is. Okay, so usually when it comes to service businesses, it's all about the quotation. Okay, not a fixed price, no MRP or nothing like that. Okay, it's like a free quote. Okay, it's like a quotation. So people who usually look for quotations. So always have a free quote landing page for your business. So if whenever someone wants to opt for a service, okay, if yours is a AC repair, air conditioner repair service, or roofing service. Okay, so people do visit your website, and the first thing they look for is obviously, guys, you need to understand when it comes to sales, the two most important objections are trust and money. Okay, these were the only two objections people to put in front of you. Whenever they trust you, money is nothing. You got me right. But whenever they have money, if they don't trust you, they're not going to buy from you. Okay, so ensure that you fill up all these two objections. Okay, that means whenever you overcome the sales, whenever you overcome the what we call the money and the trust objection, the credibility objection, yeah, you're done. They're going to buy from you. All right, so that's how it works. So when it comes to these kind of businesses, all right, when it comes to roofing business or whatever it is, they will look for quotes. Okay, they're going to visit your website, they're going to see all your services, and they feel like, okay, great, with these guys do what I require, what I need right now. This is perfect, this looks perfect. Now the next question, okay, are they trustworthy? Okay, they're gonna scroll through your site, and they're gonna see some awards, some recognition, some case studies, or whatever it is. Okay, this is cool, great, yeah. Now the next step, what is the price? Whether expensive, or the price suits our requirement, they're gonna look for that. Now whenever you have a free quote form right on your website, that will really help you to approach the prospect. Okay, because obviously people look for that free quote. Okay, so that's the reason you need to have a free quote. Okay, see, giving a free quote will never cost you anything. Okay, so in that free quote form, have some information, something like yours is a roofing business. Just ask about the what do we call the area you need to roof, or else if it's a roof cleaning or whatever, do we need to put some new tiles on the roof, whatever it is. Just ask for requirements, then you can give some rough quote. Okay, so that should be perfect, right? So have a free quote always in place. So that's the first step. All right. So now the second step. Okay, always respond to emails timely. Okay, so you need to start responding to emails timely. You got me right. So why you need to respond to emails timely is that because usually when it comes to service businesses, emails are a kind of a premium, kind of the primary medium for for the communication. Okay, not AC repairs or something like that, but usually in United States and other countries, usually emails are the primary way to communicate. But yeah, all over the world, usually they do have emails in place. So whenever it comes to a cable management service with some big company, okay, usually they do send emails, right? So just try to respond to emails or calls timely. Okay, see, whenever you respond to emails or calls timely, the first impression is, okay, these people will respond on time. Okay, these people will respond to emails on time. So that looks perfect, right? So ensure that you respond to emails and calls timely. Okay, that's the very second step, and I guess that doesn't really need any explanation because everyone will look for support, and if you're able to give some good support, and that is where you play your game. All right. So that's the very next step, which is always respond to calls and emails timely. All right. Now, moving forward to the third step, which is never think twice to offer rough quotations. Okay, so assume that a person visits your store, a person visits your office, okay, not your store, office, and he likes the way you offer the service, but he's looking for some rough quote just because he still had to consider some vendors, okay, with some vendors, some couple of vendors. So he gonna understand what is the exact rate. He need to invest to get that repaired and whatever it is. All right. So whenever he or she asks for a rough quote, just do not think twice. Just go ahead and give some rough quote. Just ask for like what are the requirements they have, and just explain. Okay, this is a rough quote. So why I ask you to offer some rough quote is that, okay, why I ask you for some rough quote is that because assume that I guess you've been here. You visit a market. You visit probably you want to buy some iPad. You want to buy some iPad. So the same thing applies for product or service businesses. Okay, do not think wrong that I'm back to the product related business. No, that's not right. So the same thing applies to both the kind of business, just because this is all about the human mindset. Okay, the humans think like this. Okay, so whenever you have visited a store, let's assume you want to buy an iPad. Okay, right? So you have visited the first store, you got some proposal, you got some good rate. You have visited the second store, you've got some good rate, and you have visited the third store, you got some good rate. All right. So what happens is that, so for whenever you visited the first store, you got some rate XYZ, and you visited the second store. Okay, you visited the second store, and the second store's price is very much lesser than the first store's price. Okay, and the quality is same. Yeah, of course the quality is same, but the price differs. All right, so the second store's price is very much lesser than the first store's price. Now, what happens is most of the times, okay, you only do compare with the first store's price because obviously, whenever the second store's price is lesser than the first store's price, you'll get this thing. Okay, this guy's offering 2,000 discount than the previous store we visited. Okay, this looks cool. Why don't we just go ahead and purchase this? Okay, so yeah, that's how humans do think. Okay, it's not just about the product or the service. It's humans. That's the way their mindset is. Okay, usually this is how it happens. Okay, so but instead, if you say like, no, sir, we're not going to offer any kind of rough quotes. Our quotes will be straightforward. Our quotes will be direct. We can't offer rough quotes. What happens is that this guy will visit some other vendor and they're going to get some rough quote and they might end up buying from them. Okay, so whenever you offer, even assume that if the first store you visit is already, if the rate is already inside your budget, you're never going to think twice and you're going to purchase from them. Okay, so that's how it usually works. So never ever hesitate to offer rough quotes. Okay, whenever they ask for, can you give me a rough quote? You want to ask also what would be the requirement? What are the exact requirements? They're gonna say, hey, I'm so sorry. I don't have the exact idea of the requirements, but can you give me some approximation about how much does it cost for some XYZ square yard or XYZ square meter for the roofing and stuff? Okay, now you're gonna say, okay, sir, I'm gonna give you some rough idea. So for these kind of tiles and for this much of area, so this is how it costs. Okay, and if it comes to air condition repair, okay, so if the inner what do we call it, the inner cooler or the fan got stuck with a lot of dust, okay, this would be the exact cost and this would be the exact time to repair that. So if we can give some rough quotes, okay, that will really help people, okay, to opt you and not to go to other stores. All right, you got me right. So probably people might end up buying from you all the time just because you're giving them some good quotes. All right. So that's the whole thing, and that's the most important point. The third one: never think twice to offer rough quotes. Got me right? So any questions? If you have any questions, guys, do not hesitate to put that inside the comment box. Okay. So even I'll be happy to answer these questions, and also you'll gain some lot of knowledge. All right. So now moving ahead on to the fourth step, which is show your professions, show your professionalism. Okay, so guys, this is a service kind of business. Of course, yeah, whatever business it is, professionalism is one of the most important thing. But yeah, when it comes to service related business, professionalism is not just in the way you dress, not just in the way you speak, but it should also be in the way you deliver the work. It should also be in the way you take in the work, or else treat your prospect. Okay, so that everything will be considered, because this is not a one time thing. Okay, we're gonna go to the store, buy this thing, and no relation between the store manager and me. That's cool. No, that's not how it works when it comes to service business. Whenever someone want to opt for a service, they also will think about, okay, is this guy right person to work, because he's so arrogant, he has he has so much of short temper. Okay, do you think we can work with him? Okay, this guy is too friendly, do you think I can work with him? So because this is a long term process. Okay, this is at least long term, is at least for 10 days or 15 days or 20 days. Okay, this is a long term process. Sometimes it might end up till 2 years. All right. So even people think that, because obviously when it comes to service related business, whenever you're buying a hosting or a domain from a provider, domain provider, whenever they don't have a live chat or support, you will think twice. Okay, these people don't have the live chat or support. Okay, probably when I need something, when I need some support, probably yeah, might end up stuck at that place. Yeah, excuse me, guys. So I might end up stuck in there because when I don't have support over there. So that should be very difficult thing, because this is a service you're purchasing a domain for 1 year or 2 years, right? So that should be a issue. So that's the whole thing, right? So always try to be very professional when it comes to service. Like show the things in a professional way, talk to them in a professional way, offer them the quote in a professional way, be as professional as possible. Don't try to be as friendly as possible with the prospects. Okay, please remember that. Do not be People don't need friendly people. Okay, businesses always need to be professional, so people choose businesses who are professional and offer service in time. All right, remember that. Okay, so that's the very important step, which is the fourth step. Of course, the steps I'm repeating, I'm just giving you very important at every stage. But yeah, I'm just making sure that you are alert. Okay, so the last step is offer case studies, like show case studies, reviews, and everything. And so whenever a client visits you, let them understand what have you done with the last project. Okay, if yours is a marketing service, or if yours is an AC related service. Okay, if yours is a roofing service, just show the case studies. Okay, this is how it costed, this is how the project looked like when it finished, and this is how much time it took. Okay, and this is how the customer is happy. Just show the review, show the video review, or whatever it is. All right. So just ensure that you have these case studies, reviews, and whatever it is, project details in place, so that whenever your customer reaches out to you have everything in place, and you don't have to really think about the credible factor. This thing also fills out the credible factor. Okay, the case studies and reviews, having them in place will really help you to kind of remove that kind of objection out of your consumer's mind. Okay, so whenever you have some good case studies and reviews, people think like, okay, this is cool. Okay, these guys have some reviews, these guys have some case studies. Okay, they're already doing some stuff, and they've already done what needs to be done for me. Okay, this is cool, let me offer this service to him. Okay, sorry, this opportunity to him. All right, so that's how it works, guys. Yeah, I guess I'm done with the most important marketing and sales steps for a service related business. Okay, I know this took a lot of time, like more than 30 minutes, but yeah, I hope you got some good amount of value. So if you need any kind of suggestions related to your business, if you need any kind of help with your marketing or sales, you can just comment below or just reach out to me. So I would be happy to help. Or if you have any ideas, if you have any suggestions for live sessions in the future, just reach out to me and give me those suggestions. So yes, I would be very much willing to work on user generated content, and yeah, that's where we get a lot of engagement, right? So because always it always looks good whenever people engage with me on live sessions. So that's the whole thing, right? Okay. So guys, I hope you all are enjoying these live sessions. So if you have any questions, please comment below. I'll be waiting for the next 20 seconds. So if you have any questions, please comment below, and I would be more than happy to, answer your questions right on this live session. I'll be staying for 20 seconds more. All right. So guys, any questions? Any questions? All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for joining me live. I hope there were no questions, and I guess you people are enjoying these sessions and you find this informative. So, yeah, if you need more sessions like this, just quickly follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube, my channel on YouTube. So that will make you give you a notification whenever I do some live stuff or put a video. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me live, and see you in the next session.